Good morning students. Today we are going to discuss about male reproductive system. In male reproductive system we are going to discuss about what are the organs involved in this male reproductive system and what are the various ducts, their secretions, hormones, all these points we have to discuss. Male reproductive system primarily consists of primary sex organs. In male reproductive system, primary organs is primary sex organs. These primary sex organs are nothing but testes. Primary sex organs are testes. This is one pair of testes. Along with these primary sex organs, for the passage of the male gametes or sperm cells, some other ducts are required and some more hormones also required for the purpose of reproduction. All that organs are called as secondary sex organs. In these secondary sex organs, we can include epididymis, vas, efferentia, seminal vesicle, prostate gland, Cowper's gland, and external genitalia includes penis. External genitalia. These are the organs which are involved with the male reproductive system. Male reproductive system consists of primary sex organs, that is one pair of testes, and secondary sex organs like epididymis, vas efferentia, vas deferens, seminal vesicle, prostate gland, Cowper's gland. Along with this, some external genitalia also there. That external genitalia is nothing but a penis. Now we are going to discuss one by one about this, where testes are located. First we have to go with the primary sex organ, that is testes. From these primary sex organ testes, male gametes, that is sperms, male gametes are released from primary sex organs. Male gametes, that what is that male gametes? Sperms are released. Where these testes located? Testes located in bag-like structure. Testes are located in a bag or sac-like structure. These bag-like or sac-like structure is scrotal sac, or this is also called as scrotum. Scrotal sac or scrotum. Testis located in a bag-like structure. That bag-like structure, or the other word for this is sac-like structure. This sac-like structure is called as scrotal sac. Scrotal sac otherwise called as scrotum. So testis located outside the abdominal gap, where this scrotal sac is present. Next we have to discuss about this scrotum. This scrotal sac is a extra abdominal sac present in hip region. You have to remember this word. Scrotal sac is a extra abdominal sac. Actually, there is a bag-like structure. It is located outside the abdomen. And which region? In hip region. In hip region, this scrotal sac is located. One pair of testes are there. That one pair of testes is located in the scrotal sac, and that scrotal sac is extra abdominal, outside the abdomen in the hip region. Now we have to discuss the size of testis. Testis is oval shaped, 2 to 3 centimeters in width, 4 to 5 centimeters in length. This will be the size of testis. Each testis is 2 to 3 centimeters in width and 4 to 5 centimeters in length, and they are oval shaped structures. This testis located in sac like structure or bag like structure, that is called scrotum or scrotal sac. This scrotal sac is darkly pigmented. That means it is a dark colored structure. Scrotal sac is darkly pigmented or dark colored structure. And this scrotal sac has a partition. Scrotal sac has a partition mark. This partition mark is raphe. One pair of testis is there. When you see the structure of that, if you see here, this sac like structure is called scrotal sac. Scrotal sac. This scrotal sac will have a bifurcation. This is this scrotal sac divides into two regions. This is scrotal septum, the wall which divides the two testes into two cavities, that is called scrotal septum. And this is a dark colored structure. When you see the arrangement of two testes will be arranged inside this bag like structure like this. Sorry. Here is two testes. When you see the arrangement of testes, they are little bit up and down. Why the two testes located in the scrotal sac little bit up and down is to prevent the pressure. Whenever any external pressure is there or friction, to prevent that friction, testis is arranged just a little bit up and down. The two scrotal sacs, are the two testes lies, one testis a little bit upward and another testis little bit downward, just a little bit difference. Why the two testis arranged like this much difference is to prevent the external force or external pressure. Whenever external pressure is happened, to prevent that friction, testis will be arranged like this. And this structure we can see, this structure will be darkly pigmented, right. When you see this structure of this scrotal sac or scrotum, first we have to discuss about this wall of scrotum, right. Scrotal sac composed of two types of muscles. We can see two types of muscles in the scrotum. One is Dartos muscles, second one is spermatic fascia. These are two types of muscles. Just we have discussed the scrotal sac is a extra abdominal. You can see here. Scrotal sac is extra abdominal sac. It is outside the abdomen in the hip region. What is the reason is, for spermatogenesis 2 to 2.5 degrees temperature, less temperature required than the body temperature. In human beings, for spermatogenesis, little bit low temperature required when it is compared to body temperature. For that purpose, this scrotal sac located extra abdominal. That you have to remember. Very, very important. Scrotal sac temperature is 2 degrees centigrade to 2.5 degrees centigrade lower temperature when compared to body temperature. This is very, very important. In human beings, for spermatogenesis, little bit low temperature is required when it compared to body temperature. For that purpose, testis located in the scrotal sac. That scrotal sac is extra abdominal. In that scrotal sac, what is the temperature is 2 to 2.5 degrees lower temperature when the temperature is compared to our body temperature. And this scrotal sac acts as a thermoregulator. Scrotal sac acts as thermoregulator. Why we can use this thermoregulator? There are two reasons. First one is, during cold condition, these muscles are helpful for contraction. During warm condition, relaxation. Right. Scrotal sac consists of two types of muscles. We have discussed Dartos muscles and spermatic fascia. Dartos muscles involved in thermoregulation, how the temperature maintained below body temperature. In human beings, in the scrotal sac, 2 degrees to 2.5 degrees of temperature, less temperature maintained in the scrotal sac when it is compared to body. How it can be regulated means with the help of Dartos muscles. Dartos muscles helps us to decrease the temperature in scrotal sac. How much difference is 2 to 2.5 degrees temperature. These Dartos muscles during the cold conditions they will contract, and during the warm condition they will relax. This is about the arrangement of this scrotal sac. This scrotal sac is a darkly pigmented structure, and scrotal sac consists of two types of muscles. It acts as a thermoregulator. Now we have to discuss how testis reaches into scrotal sac. This testis developed during fetal stage. Testis is developed during fetal stage. What is that fetal stage is? From 7th month of a gestation period. They developed from 7th month. During the embryonic life, testis also located in the abdominal cavity. This is very, very important point. During embryonic life, testis developed inside abdominal cavity. This point you have to remember. During the embryonic life, testis developed inside the abdominal cavity during embryonic life. At the time of birth, they descend into scrotal sac. At the time of birth, they descend into abdominal cavity. Students, we have to remember here, from the 7th month of the gestation period, that means during the embryonic development of testis will takes place. That means from the 7th month of embryonic life, testis starts development. At the time of birth, they descend into abdominal cavity. Here is a little bit confusion. Testis formation starts during embryonic life. At that time, where they developed inside the abdominal cavity. During the embryonic life, testis developed inside the abdominal cavity. Later on, at the time of birth, testis descends into scrotal sac. This is one important point during the human beings. When you compare humans with others, the testis descend into scrotal sac during the seasonal breeding season, or in some other animals, throughout their life, the testis lies in the abdominal sac. That is some extra information just outside the inside. First, you have to remember this one. Development of testis takes place from 7th month of the embryonic life. At that time, testis developed in the abdominal cavity. At the time of birth, testis descend into scrotal sac. Scrotal sac is extra abdominal. When you see some other animals, if you take bats or rodents, in these animals, these are seasonal breeders. In seasonal breeders, testis descends into scrotal sac during breeding season. This is one point. In human beings, we have discussed that testis formation starts in the abdominal cavity when the fetus is in its embryonic life. At the time of birth, they descend into scrotal sac. But in bats and rodents, they are seasonal breeders. During the breeding season only, testis descends into scrotal sac. In human beings, at the time of birth, they will descend into scrotal sac. But in some seasonal breeders, testis descends into scrotal sac during the breeding season. Example, bats and rodents. If we take animals like elephants, throughout life, in elephants, throughout life, testis is inside abdominal cavity. In animals like elephant, testis lies inside the abdominal cavity throughout their life. So, we have discussed 3 cases here. What is the first case is, in human beings, testis starts development during the embryonic life, that is from the 7th month. At the time of birth, testis descends into scrotal sac from the abdominal cavity. In some animals like bats and rodents, testis descends into abdominal cavity during the breeding season. These bats and rodents are seasonal breeders. In seasonal breeders, what happened is, during the breeding season, testis will descend into scrotal sac. In some animals, testis lies in the abdominal cavity throughout their life. They never descend. In some animals, testis lies inside the abdominal cavity throughout their life. In such animals, example is elephant. In such cases, scrotal sac is empty. It leads to malignancy also. That means malignant tumors like a type of cancers. This is about arrangement of this testis. Next one is in some people, testis will not descend into the scrotal sac even after birth also. That condition is called cryptorchidism. Cryptorchidism. What is cryptorchidism is, in some humans, testis will not descend into scrotal sac after birth also. Such condition is called cryptorchidism. In some humans, testis will not descend into scrotal sac after birth. You have to remember this one. It will not descend. Generally, in human beings, testis descend at the time of birth, but in some humans, testis will not descend. In some humans, testis will not descend into scrotal sac after birth also. That means throughout their life, the testis will lie in abdominal cavity. Such condition is called cryptorchidism. To override this problem, what we have to do is surgical descent. By a surgery, we try to descend the testis into scrotal sac. That process is called archaeopixy. That process is called archaeopixy. Surgical descendance of testis. Surgical descendance of testis is called archaeopixy. We have discussed two terms. One is cryptorchidism, another one is archaeopixy. Cryptorchidism means in some humans, testis will not descend into scrotal sac after birth also. The people who are suffered with this cryptorchidism, in such people, by surgery, the testis can be descended into scrotal sac. That surgical descendance of the testis is called archaeopixy. This is about the external features of this testis. When you see the structure of each testis, just we have to go with the internal structure of this testis. When you see this arrangement of testis, we have already discussed the wall of testis is composed of two types of muscles. What is that? One is diaphragm muscles, another one is spermatic fascia. This cavity is there now. This cavity is called vaginal coelom. This cavity is called vaginal coelom. And in this cavity, testis will be arranged like this. Here is a bundle of muscle fibers will be there. This bundle of muscle fibers are called gubernaculum. Gubernaculum. What is gubernaculum is? Bundle of muscle fibers are there. These bundle of muscle fibers hold the testis in its position. That means testis attached to the wall of a scrotal sac by muscle fibers. These muscle fibers are called gubernaculum. This gubernaculum also called as mesorchium. mesorchium or gubernaculum. This mesorchium or gubernaculum is connect the testis to the wall of scrotal sac. Testis attached to the wall of scrotal sac by bundle of muscles. That bundle of muscles is called, these gubernaculum muscles are flexible. Gubernaculum, mesorchium muscles are called flexible. Gubernaculum only otherwise called as mesorchium. How these testes descend? Suppose you can take, this will be the abdominal cavity. Abdominal cavity. From this abdominal cavity, through a canal, testis will descend like this. Testis descends into the abdominal cavity through a canal. This canal is called inguinal canal. Inguinal canal. This is very, very important structure, inguinal canal. What is inguinal canal? This inguinal canal connects scrotal sac with abdominal cavity, or else during the development, testis first formed in abdominal cavity, then testis will descend into scrotal sac. How they descend? They descend in this way. What is this canal like structures? Inguinal canal. Through inguinal canal, testis descend into scrotal sac from the abdominal cavity. From abdominal cavity, they descend into the scrotal sac. This is about the inguinal canal. So, one pair of testis is this. Here is the. When you see this inguinal canal, in this area there is a cord-like structure. A cord-like structure is present here. This cord-like structure is spermatic cord. This cord-like structure is called spermatic cord. Through this spermatic cord, what are the vessels or what are the structures passes through this spermatic cord is vas deferens, gonadal arteries and gonadal veins, nerves and lymphatic system. Lymphatic system. You can see here a cord-like structure. That cord-like structure is called a spermatic cord. Through spermatic cord, gonadal arteries and veins will enter, vas deferens enters, and nerves and lymphatic vessels also passes through the spermatic cord. Now, here is a question is, how testis holds in this position? Testis holds in its position by spermatic cord and gubernaculum. This spermatic cord helps to hold the testis in its position, and lower side is gubernaculum. This is very, very important question. In males, how the testis hold in its position? Testis hold in its position by two structures. One is spermatic cord, another one is gubernaculum. Actually, we have drawn here, the spermatic cord will be located here. So, this spermatic cord and gubernaculum helps to hold the testis in their position. This is about the arrangement of a spermatic cord. Next we can go for the, when you see the structure of this one, scrotal sac, here a tissue will be present. This tissue is called hydrocele. Vaginal coelom filled with a tissue. We have discussed this empty cavity is called a vaginal coelom. In this vaginal coelom, testis is located. This vaginal coelom filled with a tissue. What is the tissue? Is hydrocele. Hydrocele is the tissue which filled the vaginal coelom. These two testes are arranged a little bit up and down to prevent the friction. When any friction occurs, they will arrange little bit up and down. This is the external arrangement of the testis, what we can see in case of external. We have discussed about the various types of the testis. That means in seasonal breeders what happened, in human beings what happened, or else in animals like elephant what happened we have seen. And why that scrotal sac is extra abdominal, that also we have seen. Scrotal sacs are extra abdominal to act as a thermoregulators to control the temperature. Once we can go one by one, what are the points today we have discussed. Male reproductive system consists of primary sex organs, that is one pair of testes. That one pair of testes produces male gametes, that is sperms. That one pair of testes is called primary sex organs, and along with the primary sex organs some secondary sex organs are there. That secondary sex organs includes vas deferens, epididymis, Cowper's gland, prostate gland, external genitalia like penis. In some books they have given as primary sex organs, accessory ducts, accessory glands and external genitalia. Whatever it may be, other than primary sex organs, all are comes under secondary sex organs only. When you see the arrangement of these testes and size of the testis is 4 to 5 centimeters in length, 2 to 3 centimeters in width, and shape of this testis is oval shaped. Where testis is located? Testis located outside the abdominal cavity in the hip region. There is a sac like structure, extra abdominal sac like structure, that is attached to dorsal abdominal wall, that you have to remember. Scrotal sac attached to dorsal abdominal wall. So, male reproductive system present in the hip region, especially primary sex organs or testis located in a sac like structure, that is called scrotum or scrotal sac. This scrotum is a darkly pigmented structure, and scrotum is divided by a septum, that is called scrotal septum. Scrotum comprises two types of muscles, Dartos muscles and spermatic fascia. Scrotum acts as a thermoregulator. For human beings, spermatogenesis takes place little bit less temperature when it compared to body temperature. 2 degrees to 2.5 degrees. Students, you have to remember, 2 degrees to 2.5 degrees low temperature when it compared to body temperature, that temperature is suitable for spermatogenesis. That is the reason scrotal sac is located outside. Actually, testis developed during the embryonic life, that is 7th month of gestation period, in the abdominal cavity only. At the time of birth, they descend into the scrotal sac or scrotum. In some animals, testis descend into scrotal sac by seasonal, in seasonal breeders. During the breeding season, testis will descend into scrotal sac. Example will be bats and rodents. In animals like elephants, testis remains in the inside the abdominal cavity throughout the life. In such cases, scrotal sac is empty. Here, one word you have to remember, cryptorchidism. What is cryptorchidism? Testis will not descend into scrotal sac, that is called cryptorchidism, after birth also. In cryptorchidism cases, testis can be descend into scrotal sac by surgery, that is called archaeopixy. Another word is there, that is called castration. Another word is castration. What is castration? Is crushing of testis. Crushing of testis is called castration. Why this castration has to take place? This castration helps us, bulls can be converted into bullocks. In animals, if we reduce the secretion of testosterone, they will be more obedient. In wild animals, if we decrease the secretion of testosterone, they will be more obedient. To decrease the secretion of testosterone, we can crush the testis. Crushing of the testis is called castration. Especially, bulls can be converted into bullocks. In wild animals, we can convert the bulls into bullocks by castration mechanism. And another point is, this testis located in the scrotal sac, and this scrotal sac has a cavity, that cavity is called vaginal coelom. This vaginal coelom filled with a tissue is called hydrocele. how testis descends into scrotal sac by a canal. What is that canal? Inguinal canal. All this area will be abdominal cavity. From the abdominal cavity, testis descends into scrotal sac by inguinal canal. How testis holds in its position? Testis holds in its position by flexible muscle fibers. That flexible muscle fibers are called gubernaculum or mesorchium. At the same time, spermatic cord, a structure through which blood vessels are passes, nervous system, neurons are passes, and lymphatic system passes, vas deferens also passes. That means tubular structure passes through a cord-like structure. This cord-like structure is called spermatic cord. In previous examinations, they have asked a question: how testis holds in its position? Testis holds in its position by two structures. One is spermatic cord, another one is gubernaculum. In the walls of this scrotal sac, diaphragm muscles contract during the cold condition, they relax during the warm condition. And this hydrocele also acts like a cushion. This is about a male reproductive system and scrotal sac and testis. Tomorrow we can discuss the internal structure of the testis. What are the various structures we can see inside the testis? Thank you, students.